Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Spencer, I'm here with Audi Flatirons, and today we're going to take a look at this 2018 Audi Q7. Let's go ahead and start by taking a look at the engine here. Now this model will be the Prestige model, so it's going to offer the 3-liter supercharged V6 producing 333 horsepower and 325 foot-pounds of torque. You'll notice the full LED headlights on the front of the Q7. Now you have the running lights on currently. You also have your normal beam LED, as well as the high beam, LED turn signal, as well as LED fog lamps. Now the benefit to the full LED headlights is it's actually less strain on your eyes, especially for nighttime use. It's also more visible to oncoming vehicles, so it's kind of a safety feature that Audi offers. It's very, very bright, projects further, and just overall a really, really good look as well. Now this particular Prestige model, it has the optional 21-inch Audi Sport wheels. It's a 5-spoke design, it's twin 5-spoke, and they're wrapped in the Conti Sport Contact summer tires as well. So it's a really good looking wheel. You can see the big brakes behind there as well, full disc brakes. A really sharp looking Audi Sport wheel. Now another feature to the Prestige model that you'll see is power soft closing doors. So let's say a kid forgets to close the door all the way, or maybe you have a bunch of things in your hand and you can't necessarily get to the door and close it all the way. It'll actually softly close the door, which is really nice. And that's on all 4 doors, front, rear, both driver and passenger. Now another thing, with kids, it's obviously more of a family vehicle being a Q7. They're very wide opening doors. And this particular one has the warm weather package, so it'll actually have screens in the rear here, kind of privacy shades, helps with sunlight, especially if you have kids in the back. And coming into it's very easy as well. It's good headroom, good leg room. I'm just under about 6 foot and I fit really well. These rear seats actually go forward and back, as well as the rear will actually adjust too. But it's a comfortable place to be. All the materials are very soft touch, well put together. It's got the piano black trim, both on the door, as well as the front dash, which we'll take a look at later. And of course the quad zone climate with rear heated seats as well. It does have a nice little center console that's sturdy with cup holders as well. Now coming around to the rear of the vehicle here, you'll notice the tow hitch down below there. Now because this has the V6 supercharged engine, this has a towing capacity of 7,700 pounds, which is quite a bit of weight, especially for a vehicle this size, which is awesome. Now another neat feature is the rear power liftgate can actually be actuated by using your foot. It's all wireless. And because the tow hitch is there, you actually have to activate it on the left side there, so sometimes it just takes a slight little motion there and it'll open up. Now you can see the trunk here. Of course, it does have a 3rd row seating option as well, so it'll have up to 7 seats. And they are all power as well. The controls are found in the rear here. So quite a bit of storage if you have bigger items, or if you have the seats up, there's still a good amount of space. We'll move these mats out of the way. Not too much storage underneath. You'll notice there's no spare tire. They are run flat tires. You'll notice the Bose subwoofer as well as amplifier as well. So really good sounding 3D system that we'll check out soon here. All right, let's go ahead and have a seat in the 3rd row here. It's pretty simple, a couple steps. You can actually just do it with one hand as well. So there's the first lever there. It'll actually just flatten the seat down. And then there's another lever that you just pull. It's all self-actuated, which is really nice. And like I said, I'm about 6 feet tall. I'm gonna hop in the 3rd row here. Now the 3rd row in the Q7 is a pretty pleasant place to be. There's actually storage as well as cup holders for both occupants. And like I said, I'm about 6 foot tall or so, and I still have a headrest with decent headroom, good knee room. These seats also, slide back and forth to allow more space for the rear occupants. But it's just a comfortable place to be. Full seat belt, of course. Now this is one of my favorite places to be, is inside of the Q7. just by powering it on, you're greeted with, you know, the infotainment screen there through the Audi Mmi system, as well as the virtual cockpit. Of course, you'll have dual zone climate up here. We talked a little bit about it in the rear, but you know, it's all very, very customizable. You have, you know, everything through here. You have the fan speeds, you'll have the direction. You can choose between syncing the climate control or setting it to, you know, specific zones. Of course, you'll have front and rear defrost. Everything's just very easy. It's all laid out very well, which is nice, easy to read. Automatic modes as well. 3-stage heated front seats and 3-stage ventilated front seats as well. And that's both driver and passenger. Now, there's a couple buttons up here that are new for the 2018 year Q7. You'll see the drive select button. You know, this gives you the ability to go through and kind of customize the way you like the, you know, throttle response to be, the shift points, the steering. Dynamics going to be more of your sport mode, automatic kind of everyday mode, comfort if you're on a longer trip or, you know, just want everything to be toned down. That'll be your comfort mode. Off-road will put more of an emphasis on the all-wheel drive system. Of course, it's a quattro vehicle, so, you know, it's good for off-road or snow, dirt, things like that. And then individual, you can actually customize through the system as well, depending on your likes or needs. Now, down on the center console, you'll notice the Mmi controls for the navigation and so on, but it's actually a touchpad as well, so it provides haptic feedback depending on what you click. There's a menu, a back button, 2 drawer keys, and 8 presets up above there. So, you know, as you kind of go across the touchpad, it'll provide feedback up top. And this is a pretty standard Mmi system for 2018. You'll notice kind of the key features here are the radio, media tabs, telephone for Bluetooth capabilities, navigation, as well as the map feature, Audi Connect, and Audi smartphone interface, which will be CarPlay or Android Auto, and of course a settings tab as well. Now you can see when we put the car in reverse, it'll actually activate the rear camera, but what's nice is this vehicle actually has surround view cameras as well, so it has, you know, a front camera with the wide view as an option, so you can actually see, you know, on both sides of the building, which I think is pretty neat. You can see the top view, so, you know, as the car moves, it'll, you know, actually display where the car's at. But this is really handy if you're going in or out of a parking spot or you need to see where the curb's at. I think it's really handy for kind of those tight spaces. Again, the rear camera and rear corner view, which is just kind of the wide angle. And you'll notice on the far right of the screen too, it'll actually show the parking sensors and, you know, how close you are to an object. So as we get closer to an object, it'll start to do an audible tone as well as show it on the screen. Now, something else that you'll notice right in front of the steering wheel is the virtual cockpit. It's one of my favorite features from Audi. It's new for this year as well in the Q7. And you can display navigation or maps, so it's kind of right in front of your eyesight as well. You have the telephone for Bluetooth phone calls. This particular one has the Sirius XM on it. You can also listen to AM or FM. And you can just go through vehicle data as well. It'll tell you your engine temperature, consumption, you know, how well you're doing as far as what is drawing power. So it's showing air conditioning as well as the left seat ventilation. And then to bring the gauges back into kind of the full view, all you have to do is tap the view button and it's like a normal analog gauge. Alright, so let's take the 2018 Q7 for a quick drive. Really is a nice place to be. Good visibility throughout. And you know, it being a larger vehicle, you'd think it's a lot to handle on the road, but Audi's had its way with this vehicle, and it's performs a lot like a smaller vehicle, you know, almost like an A4. Has a lot of the same characteristics. Now, something interesting too is this vehicle has the adaptive cruise control, the lane keep assist, as well as the traffic jam assist too. So there's a head-up display that's really hard to pick up on camera, but it shows me the speed limit, the current speed of the vehicle, as well as, you know, if it's tracking the lanes. So this isn't necessarily the best road for it, but when you're on a freeway where there's, you know, 2 lanes, it'll show up a green icon and basically keep you within the lanes, which I think is a very nice safety feature. You know, Audi's really done a good job on this Q7. It has a lot more characteristics of the A8, so it's more luxury, it's more defined, it's really fun to drive. You know, it being a larger vehicle and having the seating ability for 7 is truly phenomenal, but then if you want to drive it in a dynamic mode and be more sporty, it can also handle that. It's done a really good job of kind of being able to handle everything across the board. So it's got some good pickup, some good power. Alright guys, thanks for watching. My name is Spencer from Audi Flatirons. If you like this vehicle or any other Q7s, please check out our website down below. Please give us a like, subscribe, and stay tuned for another video. Thanks so much.